Hey, it's pasthisprime here, and welcome back to Starfield, where we're continuing our first playthrough of the game, and we're continuing the main story at the moment, because I can't do some of the side missions, because I don't have upgraded ships and grav drives and whatever else. We're still investigating this Unity thing. Now, we can go back to the lodge, but I'm wondering if we go to the moon first, because if we're going to talk to everybody at the lodge, it probably makes sense that we have all the information. So I'm thinking we go there. And we'll do that now. And while we're going there, if you are enjoying the content and everything else on my channel, please do consider subscribing. Hit that like button. Check out the memberships and the thank you button if you want to give something a little bit extra. Most importantly, leave a comment. Say hi. Avoid story spoilers, but talk about anything else. Even if you just want to say hi and let me know who you are and that you're watching the channel and what you like and what you don't like. What games do you watch on my channel? What don't you watch? Is there any games you would want me to put on the channel that I don't already have? Do let me know. It's funny, they wanted you to go investigate the moon or talk about the moon when we first got here, first started the game, and now we're actually here. So we're getting up there. Jesus, they really do not want to land you anywhere near your destination, do they? They just want to make sure that you run around on the planets, the moons, the stars, whatever it is you've landed on. Where's the door? Just looking for a door, guys. Well, there's stairs. No? More stairs? Nope.
It's amazing to think that we're standing on the same planetary body where humankind first ventured into space. We've come a long way since then.
Okay. Do you want to be quiet?
Engine spin-up time almost complete. Total time 5 minutes 22 seconds. Right on schedule.
How are the helium-3 valves holding, Nova?
We double-checked the leakage concerns this morning before the launch. All signs green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Voltaire?
No changes since we uploaded the last figures yesterday. It's a clean shot from here to Jupiter.
One day the computer will be on board the spaceship. Just imagine that.
One miracle of science at a time, Canaveral. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Canaveral, are you reading?
All clear, Nova. Indicators look good. The ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes. Afraid the speed of light is on the slow side these days.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years, Nova.
Oh, That was what we were meant to investigate. We're supposed to go to NASA now? What the hell? Ah. All right.
Unless I'm mistaken, that's one of the launch towers used during the evacuation of the Earth. I can't even imagine the chaos. The most likely way into the NASA facility would be via an elevator shaft taking us straight down. Hopefully the system is still in operation.
Power required. Ah. And I need a power cell.
In frosty temperatures like this, there's nothing better than a flask of a good English whiskey to keep you warm.
Do you have one? If not, you probably shouldn't be saying that. Because it'll make me want one. I'll be sure there'd be something here. Damn. No, that's not a door. What am I stuck on? Document tray, toilet paper. Okay, clearly can't get on that. Oh, are you kidding me? They were right behind me. Are you freaking kidding me? All that searching and they were right there the whole time. Should have looked in the first place, you idiot. Wait, what? So, I'm confused. What am I supposed to be finding here? I'm supposed to do something about the elevator.
I hope the occupants of this colony ship found alternate transportation to evacuate the Earth before it was too late. It's clear the gantry was in loading position. I wonder what prevented this particular colony ship from lifting off.
Oh, toy rocket. Snow globe. What was in that hole? I figured it was going to go the same
system seems to be completely offline. We
place.
should search for a way to restore the power and get it back into operation.
Yeah, I know. I can't not look around. Sorry, nuclear fuel rod. They just leave that laying around, do they? What are you telling me to turn the flashlight on and off for? I know how to do that.
This looks like it was some type of crew preparation area. Probably the last step before boarding. It's definitely seen better days.
Launch procedures. Remember the vital vitals and suit seal checks are essential. Yes, we've come a long way as far as tolerances. Yes, the number of people cleared for launch is much higher than it used to be, but these people's lives are still in our hands. I know there's rumours that the next launch is slated to be cancelled, but let's not have that be on us. Assume it's go time every time. Your professionalism is what makes space travel just a little bit safer, and we can use every ounce we can get. Error, archives damage, running system recovery, partial delivery from Mars.
Dr. Judith Tatien, the recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Everything they brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars? Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those 2 military handrails, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little gray man and was doing an autopsy, and he grew very pale. 2 days later, he sends me a request asking for more information on my background in material science, metallurgical engineering. We have a meeting tomorrow. I think I'm being invited into the lab. Station log. Dr. Judith Satien. I have never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was just to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then, I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
Find information about the Martian sample. Is it an artifact? I guess we go down?
Some of the artifacts here are from the earliest years of NASA. Oh, what a shame all of this was left behind to deteriorate.
Okay, this is cool. I like this. This is plenty of toy rockets. In 2150, scientists first predicted the destruction of our beloved Earth. Atmospheric phenomenon would cause breathable air to sputter outside of Earth's gravity, dooming all life that remained. An estimated 50 years until the end has given NASA and other space agencies around the world the opportunity to migrate humanity away from certain death and into the stars. Thanks in part to the development of the grav drive, humanity will live on. From 1971-1972, the lunar rover was used for the last Apollo missions and could carry 2 astronauts. The chevron tread patterns on the wheels were made from titanium to help maintain traction on the moon's surface. The rover was also fully electric and ran on batteries whose power was intended to last for the duration of the mission. Adapted from a design originally intended for high altitude aircraft, the Mercury spacesuit will undergo several modifications to deal with pressure, oxygen, and thermal considerations. Even though the cabin of the Mercury spacecraft itself protected against the rigors of space travel, redundancy has always been key. In the event that the cabin were to depressurize the expose astronauts to the vacuum of space, their Mercury spacesuits would be able to offer a critical extra layer of defense. In 1958-1963, one of humanity's first human spaceflight programs, the Mercury spacecraft was designed to fit a single person who would be sent to test a person's ability to function in space. 6 flights in total were launched, the earliest being a 15-minute suborbital flight, and the last being over 34 hours and 22 complete orbits. From 1968 to 1972, Project Apollo was the first successful program to put humanity on Earth's moon. The first moon landing that occurred on January 20th, 1969 was actually Apollo's 11th flight, with all previous launches testing all the modules, orbits, and other critical data needed to ensure the astronauts could reach the moon and return safely. What's our storage? Ooh, getting close. Did I just take that? I've got two of them now. From 1965-1966, in many ways, Project Gemini was a learning mission. While NASA's ultimate goal was to put a human being on the moon, many questions had to be answered before that project, Apollo, could even begin. Gemini was tasked with answering how a person could survive in space over many days, how to connect spacecraft together, and how to improve spacesuit technology to operate outside of spacecraft. The Mars Exploration Rover program launched in 2003 and allowed for the remote exploration and study of Mars. Two twin rovers were made, nicknamed Spirit and Opportunity. While Spirit ceased communication functions in 2010, the Opportunity rover continued operations well into 2018, exceeding its initial planned time by over 14 years. From the Apollo 11 mission, the lunar module Eagle was the first crewed spacecraft to touch down on Earth's moon. Eagle's counterpart was the command module Columbia, which the lunar module needed to both separate from and eventually reattach to. Columbia would take astronauts to and from the orbit of the moon, while Eagle would bring them to and from the surface. NASA partnered with Nova Galactic, the creators of the Voltaire supercomputer, on an ambitious aerospace project to pull gravity itself. The result is the first spacecraft capable of faster than light travel. The first successful voyage saw astronauts reaching Jupiter in moments, what would have previously taken years. Okay, so that was that flight we had before. NASA partnered with Nova. Okay, that's the same message, but it's the same ship. Living outside of Earth. While long-term missions in space began in the late 1990s with programs such as the International Space Station, humanity began living on other planets almost 100 years later. Small outposts of 5 or fewer scientific research teams eventually gave way to entire colony effort on Mars and other orbiting bodies of our solar system. Ooh, we've got a slate.
I just don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects, no motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium way. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
They were clearly testing space habitat viability in this area. It seems as if they knew the inevitable was on the horizon.
Am I going the right way, or is this
Not
where we
much
came
left
in?
of this geology laboratory. Ironically, the surrounding rock appears to have sealed the fate of this part of the facility.
There's beryllium. Is that what they found? I don't know. Beryllium could be just a natural rock for all I know. There's a research lab. No, can't get in there. No direct path. No, I can't. Because I didn't come in this way. Yeah, this is where we came in. Oh yeah, this is annoying. It's always annoying when I can't get a hint at where to go. Okay, the sounds of this place almost falling down is really good. I'm enjoying that. Okay, so we came in here. Oh, do I go up there? Could be the trick. Don't know what that's done. Or did that turn this door on? Might have. Jeez, how many power cells are there? Why do they leave 2? Everywhere I only need 1. I don't understand that. Okay, this place is a bloody maze. What the?
I'm going to end you!
Are we done with turrets and robots? Where did the robot go? Oh, there.
If you're searching them, make it quick. Well, look at that. It appears we've found one of Vasco's long-lost relatives. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to find out.
Is that where we're supposed to go? Well, I assume so.
This is quite an impressive facility. The logistics it must have taken to build it this deep underground. It's astonishing.
Does make you wonder what they were hiding down here, doesn't it? Check all badges before allowing access. Yada yada yada.
Project log. Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space. Somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us? It's all going to be possible.
Project log. Dr. Judith Tatian. I watched the gravjet tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives, expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all these side effects of operating a grav drive can be, but no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
If there's a way to access sections of the storage area, I'm certain we'll find it.
What? Whoa. It's Y to float up and B to float down. I need to get in there. Jesus. No, I don't want to do that. No, thank you. Oh. It just flew down out of there. Oh, come on. Where did you go? Where's the spot I'm looking for? Ah, it's right here. Oh, hang on. Hello.
Don't leave any of that behind.
I didn't. Well, there's a lock. Requires a key. Please be careful whenever running power through prototypes. Secure all loose objects and have researchers empty pockets. Blah, 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 blah.
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter, you want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
As requested, the astrophysics research team has done a full analysis of the data you provided us. The measurements of the Earth's magnetosphere show clear signs of fluctuation, often in correlation to the periods of frequent and large gravity wave spikes emanating from the Moon. These gravity waves seem to be affecting the magnetic shield provided by the Earth's inner core and may be affecting the core itself given the proximity to the source. The data indicates the change rate is increasing exponentially. As our magnetosphere falters, its ability to protect us from the sun, solar, wind falters. Beyond the devastating effects of solar radiation, this will lead to something more dire, the sputtering or stripping away of our atmosphere. This has happened before to Mars, a planet studied since the earliest days of space to see into Earth's possible future. We are afraid this future may be closer than we ever thought imaginable. Some may view this data as normal. There have been historical fluctuations and polarity changes of Earth's core, but this is orders of magnitude greater. We see echoes of previous generations' debates over global warming, and we want the science here to be clear. Like waves in the ocean, these gravity waves rise and eventually crash into shore, the Earth, with devastating consequences.
I know what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from the satellites is very clear. It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. At this rate, Earth's atmosphere is going to start sputtering out into space.
Can the drives be fixed?
I'm working on some designs that should discreetly solve the problem, under the guise of an emergency update to the fueling pumps.
We're talking about the end of Earth, and you're trying to be subtle about it.
Judith, the last thing we need is people losing faith in grav drive technology. That might be our only option.
To what? Are you seriously saying we should abandon Earth?
The timeline is under 50 years. A blink of an eye for a planet, but more than enough time for a human exodus.
And what do we tell people?
We say it's an act of God, one that science has found a solution for. Time for humanity to take its place in the stars.
You knew, didn't you? You lied to me. All this time, I dedicated my life to this discovery, Victor. And you knew we were going to kill off our planet?
You haven't seen the future I've seen. There's an infinite expanse of promise out there. A meteor could have hit Earth, a plague, another world war. Colonizing other galaxies secures humanity's future for all coming generations, across all time.
At the expense of our home.
Stop it, both of you. All that matters is building enough ships to get everyone off this planet. And we need to start now.
I'll draft up a statement. We'll need to address the entire international community. sorry, Judith.
There isn't a planet in this universe that will be far enough away from you, Victor. We are never speaking again after this is over.
My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that future? Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I did.
Oh my god. The grav drives destroyed Earth. And at the core of the first drive, an artifact.
I'm glad I wasn't up high. That could have been bad. It's the usual story of man destroys the planet himself. Where the hell do I get up there now? I've forgotten how to bloody go. Is there stairs somewhere? Isn't it up? God. I thought it was up. It's an artifact.
Constellation, we've arrived on the surface of Earth. We need to discuss what you found.
And it looks like other Starborn got here before us. So, you might have company.
Ah, great. How do I get out of here? Can't hit anybody with it though. Power. Follow the cords. Following the cords. Bloody incumbent. Knew that was going to happen. What's the way out of here? Is this way?
Artifacts are ours.
What the? Who's shooting? Oh. Where the hell am I going? just opened the door to the area I was just in, idiot. Do I just want to jump?
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlock the secret of interstellar travel. At the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems? Assuming we weren't going to lose it anyway. War, disease, famine, all the classics.
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? And what gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That's why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself.
Don't be a fool. The emissary and I may have our differences, but you do not want to give us a common enemy.
For once, he's right. Don't do this. We can collect the final pieces together.
Well, look at that. The emissary just became my new best friend.
You've made your choice. When you're ready, the Hunter and I will be at the buried temple. That's where we'll settle things.
Meaning, we'll kill you. But hey, at least we'll wait. The final round doesn't start until there's only one artifact left to gather. And if I'm not mistaken, Constellation has one or two to go.
That was a lot of XP. Is this ship not leaving? Can I steal it?
to jump down after you.
Oh, come on. All the good stuff you can't steal. That's so annoying. Come on, Bethesda, you're cheaping out, man. You put these things here and you won't let anybody steal them. So cheap. Where's my ship? I don't even know where my bloody ship is. What is that? That's a cave. That's NASA.
I have things for you.
I don't look like I need to sleep. Hey, haven't done anything with you, but hey, whatever. Okay, no, you don't want to talk?
So, what's new with you today? I certainly do. It's all yours.
An aromatic flower. Wow, that's lovely. Oh god, I'm kind of lost.
Hey there. Time to get moving.
Okay, so complete final. I need to gather any remaining artifacts. Da 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 da. Yep. Okay. So I guess basically we've got to do everything we can before we go to that last one. I'd love to get all of these as well, but I need to go and kill some people. But we can go to the lodge. Yeah, I haven't got to kill some ships. But we have to call it there because we have run out of time, probably gone over time. Unfortunately, I just wanted to finish that part. I wanted to find a good spot to stop. So let me know your thoughts, opinions of the game. Obviously, avoid story spoilers. If you're enjoying the content, please do consider subscribing. Hit that like button. Check out the membership thank you button there for, you know, there's perks, whatever else, and some various things. And if you want to give something towards the channel to help buy games like this and all that sort of stuff, that'd be fantastic, but obviously not necessary. And yeah, leave a comment. Even if you just want to say hi, let me know who you are, you're watching, what you're watching, this game, what other games you're watching on my channel, all that sort of stuff. What do you want to see on the channel or not want to see on the channel? Read all the comments, answer every comment as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.